Greetings everyone, please give a moment to make sure everything's set on up. Rumble, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch are all going. You want to activate the live chat windows and turn on the macros. Come on out. Oh great, macros is bugging out. Okay, live chat windows are online. Macros are online. Looks like that's all good. Disable preview on OBS, save some resources, and boot the game proper. Give me a moment to check my other computer. And looks like everything's good to go, so let's go ahead and get started. I do actually have a replay that was submitted to me. Wrong button. So I should probably do that one first. Greetings everyone, and Grade here of another Company Heroes 2 replay. Small on the bottom right side as the blue player, we got a foreign name. And I don't know much about Chinese or Japanese, whatever language that is, but I do know that's gotta be a paragraph log. On the top left side as the red US forces, we've got Eternal Sunshine of Spodal's Mine. 10k matches? I'm not sure what 10k matches mean. Player rating should probably be no greater than 1,000, because it's not too many players in the game, so I'm not sure what 10k means. Well, either way.
This is it.
Shroom Pioneers captured the VP, got the Kuvagan up here. The US player has selected the Armor Company, has deployed a squad of Assault Engineers. This map's a bit wide open for them, but there's some opportunity to flank around, and they may do quite well in this flank here. My apologies, I might need to adjust my microphone. And it looks like got the Rifle Squad and the Shroom Pioneers engaging. The Rifle Squad is starting being pursued. They're going to take a lot of free damage. Rifleman Squad getting knocked around by the Kuvagan there. That's not looking good for the Rifleman. The other squad's not on the build queue at the moment. Needs a bit more manpower. Does fall back there. And since Shroom Pioneers are backing on all, Pausers advance the Rifle Squad to some light cover and start shooting away against Kuvagan, and got the Shroom Pioneers capturing this cutoff sector. Assault Engineers are advancing. Probably a good idea to have the Assault Engineers go to this light cover there. It'll be in a flank position against those Shroom Pioneers, as well as having some cover for them to utilize. And not to mention stopping the cutoff sector from being decaptured. But it looks like Shroom Pioneers are winning out since a bit more of a mid-range fighter. Rifle Squad going to be returning back over here. We'll be flanking the Shroom Pioneers. Shroom Pioneers can't stick around to fully capture that sector. And they're starting to fall back now. Russian Squad to capture the VP now. We do have the Kuvagan, took a bit of damage there. The Volkswagen's up north. Russian Squad will build the tank traps in time. They drop a model there. And it looks like the Panzer Elite forces have selected, not Panzer Elite, OKW has selected Elite Armor Doctrine. which may make them peasantly or forces. Because, well, I suppose Tank Hunter gives access to armor-piercing rounds. This gives you access to heat rounds, which is a form of armor-piercing. Volkswageners, another Volkswageners on the build queue. US players gone for another rifle squad. Polish eye to tech up to get out the free officer. Has enough fuel to tech up. May save enough manpower to get both of the captain and lieutenant. And the Volkswageners are just going to be running on back. Hey, quick inside this garrison. There's 4 windows inside. Though I'm not exactly sure how many windows are usable on that building. You don't see that building up too often. Usually large structures like that are just not in multiplayer. Or at least in set piece parts of it like that. Not in central figure spots. Volkswageners behind some good heavy cover, so the assault engineers, which means it's probably going to go in favor of the Volksgrenadiers. Kuhwagen took some damage, now being repaired on up, but the rear echelon squad may get wiped out here and gets annihilated.
We just lost a unit.
Our squad has a good heavy cover there. The air squad is a little bit of a problem, but they are not super useful or needed when fighting against or with the armor company. Well, now since the Okada player realized he's taking out his opponent's rear echelon squads, he could go for a good number of landmines. Though the assault engineers, assault engineers can't be upgraded to minesweepers. They do have the wire cutting ability available without the hazard removal package upgrade, but they can't, of course, sweep landmines unless it's with their feet. They might as well send an all Struppen for that. Volkswageners advance way forward, getting some damage there. We'll probably take a look after this game. Don't know off the top of my head. We do now have the Shun Pioneer decapturing the fuel sector now. Lieutenant engaged from light cover. Rifle squad advancing. Assault engineers need to fall back. They should just fall back immediately. Do now the utility car on the build queue. Volkswagen is falling back. And it looks like this guy is falling back as well. Took a bit of damage there. Volkswagen's moving around. Suppose I may be able to look it up here. Of course, this doesn't give rank, just the prestige level. And view profile, that just brings us Steam. Yeah. Can't view it from here. Our rifle squad advancing to some heavy cover through the negative cover. Kuhwagen does decapture the VP, maybe will fully capture it before being forced on back, though we'll be cutting a little bit close. Drone Pioneers advancing, quite wounded. One should not be trying to advance the rifleman squad. They're too wounded to charge forward, even efficiency 2, which doesn't create survivability. But the utility car is a good way to force back the Shun Pioneers, particularly if they're wounded. Going for the armor skirts now. This lamppost shadow always makes believe there's a landmine there. Speaking about landmines, so engineers do go ahead and sweep the landmines with their feet. They did their job as an engineer. Over here, rifle squad engaging Volks. Let these forces push way forward, continues reversing and back, avoid the Panzerfaust, getting pretty close to the Panzerfaust range, and stops at a very good time in order to get a good pepper there as they are running their other way. We do have now US landmine here. This is the M5 landmine, not the M6. The M6 is in fact a shred buster. And Volkswagen heading to the VP now. Riot Squad does fire from the flank. 3 out of 4 models are firing. And so is the MG34. Does keep behind some good heavy cover there. The MG34 is now trying to engage the utility car and got the Kuhwagen pushed way forward. Rifle squad now following him back. And looks like the Kuhwagen destroyed the landscaping. Shroom Pioneers have upgraded both the Panstruck and Minesweeper, so we can now sweep this landmine. Gotta be a bit careful on the Panstruck. He does have armor skirts. Allows him taking a little bit extra damage, but if the Panstruck connects again, he's done for, but it takes a bit of time to reload. But should be reloaded about now. Lieutenant Push 4 only got one STG firing at the moment, does force him back there, and does dismount to get some repairs. Double Volks Grenadiers here, that is the cutoff sector. He is not getting any income for this munitions sector, nor the strategic point. Stuart now on the build queue. This player has a bit of munitions stockpiling up. You can probably eye for frags or for bars. And there's the Panzer II on the field. I was not paying attention to the tech up. I'm so used to just seeing open players eye for the battle group. Hitting that landmine's quite critical, especially when there's now a fresh Stuart on the field. You may not realize he hit the landmine, or maybe just want to deal with this here. Our squad is charging way forward. MG-34 hitting the lieutenant. Sandbags got destroyed. Volkswageners falling on back. One of them may get wiped on out. It looks as being repaired up now. Looks like the Shroom Pioneers did not get fully reinforced, but I understand the urgency. We can also use the emergency repairs, helping get the crit repaired at least, and pitiful amount of damage. Stuart push right forward, does spot the squad there, rolls a miss. Panstruck does roll a hit there, and utility car gains some good volleys into that MG-34. Panstruck connects once again. The soldiers can go forward and help repair it. They're actually approaching the Stuart. Does inside the garrison there. Utility car does take a hit. The assault engineers are advancing. We've also now got a Buchanan Warfare there. Both of the light vehicles not dismounted for the US player. Bazooka connects in the looks. US player. Going for frag grenades, that's where his fuel's been consumed. Anti-graphic grenade connects onto the Kuhwagen. Doesn't secure a kill, not really worth it. Landmine built right there. That is a M5, not the M6, so that is not a treadbuster landmine, and the Volkswageners can trigger it. So engineers here, no flamethrower just yet. MG-34 spotted them and decides to keep his distance. Now I've got a Puma on the build queue. Part of me just screams, oh, that's a good spot for our pack howitzer, because I'm one who deploys a good number of pack howitzers. When I say good number, that's usually numbers 2. The rule of 2. The lieutenant needs to fall back. We do have a bit of a backboard for the Stuart shots there, so he can get some good damage there. Not a great cigarettes in the fight front, but at least keeps those Volkswageners in place for the Stuart. And spot for the Stuart. McKenna for rotating his way forward. Stuart does receive a hit there. Our squad does need to start falling back now. Our squad is now falling back. We do now have the assault engineers fully pinned down. And the Stuart's heading down south. 2 M5s in this region. Volkswageners could find them both and get fully wiped out. Finds one. The other Volkswageners take a bit of damage. Let's try and build some sandbags. Or for only 2 guys, it takes quite a bit of time to stuff some sandbags. One guy holds the bags, the other guy picks the shovel. Volkswageners now falling on back. Utility car straight forward. Bulldozers can now be summoned. You do not. Oh, wait, you do need the talent command post. I always forget that the final patch added that stipulation. We kind of Warfare gets some good damage done to Stewart. Does get a shot there onto the... Actually, looks like a roll to miss. Our squad engaging the Volksgrenadiers. The kind of Warfare is advancing. Over here we do have the Volksgrenadiers firing away. It looks like the kind of Warfare is falling back, and that landmine over there still exists. Puma exists. Incendiary grenade or stun grenade being thrown. Howdy. And the lieutenant is stunned, and Storm Pioneers falls back. Assault engineers getting ripped apart here. Our squad looks going to charge for anti-tank rifle grenade. Stewart is advancing but wounded. Puma poses a threat. Rolls a miss.
Use of high explosive anti-tank ammunition is
8 rounds can now be summoned, so the Puma can do a full 160 damage. For a short amount of time. Could find that landmine. Our squad's trying to fall back now. Fresh AT gun deployed in the field. Let's see, it's gone for the captain. Do we see a landmine there? Nope.
Boys, you ready to roll out?
Puma's... I'm not sure if the Puma's firing. Oh, he's destroying the fence line there. And force on the ground there? You know, there's no landmine there, so I'm not sure what he's doing there. Both Grenadiers getting knocked around by the Puma. Puma has prioritized fire turned on, and one AT gun sitting on up. Connects. Does spot the captain now. Stewart needs to fall back. And one AT gun connects once again. And throws on some Pan's Tactician. Soldiers can help with their repairs. Captain's upgraded to the bar. He's able to fire from multiple angles, so it's doing okay there, but just not in a great position either way. Our squad's trying to fall back. Soldiers fire away from some heavy cover. The captain's power to get wiped on out. Assault engineers sits behind heavy cover, they're not receiving suppression, slowly whittling down the MG34. Now they're no longer behind heavy cover. And does get both squads there with a nice landmine. Quite a bit. I have a whole mod of all the balance changes, a lot of stuff. Though, granted, I went a little bit crazy with it, so it's definitely something you should not all implement all at once. But a number of things. Get rid of dropped, abandoned vehicles. The drop slot item weapons, such as bars, is a similar to it as well. While less extreme, still a similar mechanic of bad RNG for just simply playing the game. A lot of doctrines, no changes I think they implement should be reverted back. The fact that all Struppen should be a tier 0 unit rather than tier 1 unit. Not to mention, also, it could be even a non-doctrinal unit that will help out Wehrmacht, in my opinion. Let's see now. The Storm Doctrine for Wehrmacht. Replace the Jaeger Command Squad of Stormtroopers. Far more fitting there. Storm Doctrine should have Stormtroopers, not Jaeger Command Squad. Let's see. It's always a handful of things. Make it so that a lot of the special squads that the Spirit summon, like the recovery squads and the tank hunter and the assault sections, get affected by the 5-man squad upgrade and make them 4-man squads by default, because it's de-incentivized usage of the mainline infantry if you have those very powerful columns. Looks like a frag grenade was thrown there. Does get a good hit there. AT grenade connects, or AT gun connects there. Stewart does take a hit there. Next time, one AT gun shot fired. Another thing I think is Panzer authorization for OKW should permanently unlock the various heavy call-ins if you just research it once and not have it maintained on the field. Because that at that point in time, it just incentivizes the deployment of King Tiger and eliminates all in case the structure goes down rather than rely on your doctrine.
Setting of command post.
That's another thing. Let's see. Trying to think of what else. There's always a handful of things that tend to also overlap with my mod. Looks like the captain took a bit of damage there. Volksgrenadiers are still pretty heavy. The captain needs to fall back. Lieutenant receives an incendiary grenade, or lieutenant. Sorry, cast so much computers 1 Brits. Captain gets wiped out there.
Just got a report of an infantry unit being wiped out. Get guns on our flank!
Rolls a miss there.
A capture point is being overrun.
Stay close. You might look through this.
Weapon team, ready. Enemy Panther! Battle position!
And we've got now the MG-34 falling back. Good hit there onto the Stuart.
Make ready to move.
Our squad engaging the Volksgrenadiers. And the Volksgrenadiers just started falling on back.
Relay orders.
To the car, push way forward. Lieutenant trying to get a bazooka shot there, but doesn't have a clear line of sight. Goes a frag grenade there onto the Volksgrenadiers. Rifle squad getting hit there. Volksgrenadiers force them back. Eat that frag grenade a little bit too much. Detonates the landmine there. The minesweeper is out, so it was spotted, so decided to destroy it manually. Very nice. Rifle squad does fall back there. Don't see any treadbuster landmine there from the utility car.
Return fire! Get eyes on target! Fire!
And we've got the utility car starting to fall back there. We do have the MG-34 sitting on up.
Headquarters building.
Once again, he's forced to find the ground there. He's constantly been trying to destroy some of these hedge lines. Interesting. Both engineers push way forward. Assault engineers are advancing. They immediately falls back.
Earn a promotion!
Another thing I should say is Pioneers overall are also too expensive, regular Pioneers. I think 200 manpower is too expensive for them. I think their cost should be reduced to 180 to 160. Intake rifle grenade connects onto the Stuart there. Not the Stuart, the Puma. Stuart does get an engine crit shot there, but does get wiped out thanks to M1AT gun. Stuart just needs a bit of repairs and should be fine. Oh, another thing as well is in the final pass they changed some of the icons from some of the crits. Now the engine crit is more of a yellow. The landmine crit, since it has a higher health threshold, needs to be fully repaired in order to get rid of the crit, while the in-tank rifle grenades and all that sort requires of what, 75% health before the crit gets removed. I do believe one of the crit icons should be the yellow background. The other of the crit icons should be the orange background to indicate how much health you need to be repaired before the crit gets removed. Obasassin now deployed in the field. He has gone for Battle Group HQ as well to get out the medics. And has fully activated as well, so with Panzer authorization he can now deploy the King Tiger. Probably best go for a Panzer IV. MG-34 packed on up. And the rifle squad's trying to fall back. Major's starting to push forward. Stuart does take a bit of damage there. Obasassin firing away. Not Shroom Pioneer. Assault engineers do get forced back. 50 cal firing away, hitting the Obasassin. One more burst and he should be suppressed. Oh, got hit the gunner there, but Does get suppressed there, force on back. Looks to still alive, push way forward. And utility car does see the Panzerfaust.
A capture point is under attack.
50 cal now falling on back. Carcass does get destroyed there. And I do have a bulldozer on the field. Pick up the Puma. Feels like his opponent's next to armored assets and pretty far away, which may not be the case with with a Panzer IV. Once the OKW player sees the bulldozer, he should go for Panzer IV because it'll be easy counter. Bulldozer does crush through some of these terrain objects.
We've dropped to 200 points.
It's trying to capture up these other sectors over here. Oops, has to take some damage there. AT gun connects and looks. Bulldozer, of course, can defeat the Panzer II, but it's a bit more RNG if it gets direct hit. MG does fall back there. Pulse grenade is falling back, gets a bit of damage there. The Vickenwerfer is rotating around. Pulse grenade is starting to fall on back. Got the Assault Engineers push forward, trying to immolate the Vickenwerfer. The Vickenwerfer is starting to fall back as well. Looks push way forward, like setting on up. While to engage that 50 cal at least. Can always hit the what's it called, AT gun while at it. Auto attack there, which may spot the Assault Engineers lay down landmine. Next shot could detonate that landmine. It did.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points. Fire! Point secure. Point secure. Give me security proof.
Both grenadiers move on to the west to engage the utility car crew.
You ready to roll out? We're at full strength.
Yeah, Gapon's deploying the field. As much as I love it, Panzer IV would have been a better option. Bulldozer got a good shot there. Does take a good pen.
They got wiped out.
Viable mode other than VP domination. I suppose you can always do with things like that, honestly, I would think Computer Heroes 2 could get a bit more longevity if they get rid of the Axis or have selectable options for auto match of Axis versus allies. So you have mirror matchups and, of course, mixed matchups, where you can simply toggle on some of those settings, like search for annihilation and like VP and annihilation, like two toggles there. What you are one to find. Another one's like just select on Axis for allies, mixed, and mixed helps spice up the game as well, because it would increase the number of matchups. So, say Wehrmacht versus OKW or Brits versus United States, things of that sort. It would change up some dynamics quite a bit there, because who knows how those matchups actually look like? Because other than auto matches or custom matches, you won't see that. Volkswagen is trying to eye for a Panzerfaust. Though, that may not be a good idea getting that. Okay, he's not getting the garrison. Panzerfaust will connect on Stuart. Yeah, Panzer advancing way forward. We could see the shell shock ability. Does use a shell shock ability there, but does have the spot of the Volkswagen. AT gun receives a Cinder Grenade. Volkswagen may get wiped on out. The AT gun may get wiped on out. Does take a main gun short crit there. Looks like AT gun will be decrewed, and losing the Efficiency 2 is going to hurt.
Allied AT gun has been destroyed.
Good hit there by the bulldozer. Oh, also one big thing I would like to see removed is elimination of all the Veteran C1 abilities. Does wipe out that rifle squad entirely.
They got wiped out.
Because I think Eventually 1 should provide some sort of form of combat effect. Well, be sure small, but most of Eventually 1 abilities are just sort of just worthless. And maybe what existing Eventually 1 abilities could be tied to some sort of form of teching, like the Grenadier's Panzerfaust. So then again, or the Ink Rifle Grenade more at this point, I should say. Bulldozer does not get it there in the looks. Penchuk does disguise the garrison. One well-placed shot from the Bulldozer will destroy the garrison entirely. Stuart receive a good shot from the Jagdpanzer, who's now fully repaired. May go down the next shot, but does get out of range at least. Volksgrenadiers taking quite a bit of immolation. They do get fully wiped out there. Lieutenant throws out a frag, he does avoid it. Bulldozer push forward, receiving damage from multiple sources. Jagdpanzer way over there. Stuart is alive. Well, technically, right now the Stuart is not alive because it's currently not owned by anybody. But the crew is still alive. Jagdpanzer decides to camouflage there.
Krauts are sniffing around our asses. Tactical point being captured.
Obersassen push way forward. Rifle squad gets out of the heavy cover there, trying to flank the MG-34. Those are frag grenade there. Looks like one guy was living in the radius. Does explode a little. Don't be in that garrison. The Lions power destroy that structure. Or in the Wonder Grenade. Somehow neither destroy the structure. Vehicle crew there. The Stuart. Yeah, he must have misclicked. Bulldozer does take a double tap there. Quite a bit of AT by the OKW player. 2 for kind of Warfare, 1 Jagdpanzer. His opponent does go for another Bulldozer. Try to ignore the AT, since ignoring the AT means you don't have to worry about any anti-infantry from them. A little bit dangerous, but it's more leans towards the US player's favor, since he has tools to actually put pressure on the field, rather than counter existing assets. Maybe the OKW player can eye for a Suksfus or start same with the King Tiger. He has all the technique for the King Tiger. Ignoring your opponent's AT is an option, assuming you don't need your vehicles to fight your opponent's vehicles. Good hits there on the looks. It is versus 4 now, so it does have the suppressive fire ability, which of course is ability number 7. Assassin does take a bit of hit there. Assassin does take another hit there. Riot Squad is taking a bit of damage as well. ET guns back at the Veteran C2. And the Riot Squad's about to get wiped on out. Our squad here of bars engaging the Volksgrenadiers. The Volksgrenadiers are falling back, and the Riot Squad does find the MG-34. Let's see. Bulldozers getting repaired on up. AT gun starting to fall back there. Good hit there on the utility car. Double Assassin push way forward. Looks drawn to fire as well. AT gun does connect with it though. And no one double Assassin 52 gets all its accuracy benefits. Took some hits there. Obusadas is now starting to fall back. Bulldozer as well. And the boulders starting to fall back. One the Volcano is veteran C3. The other one is not halfway vetted yet. You have the units up here, capture the 7 sectors. The Okinawa player has more VPs at the moment, but the US player has a capture in his favor. They're pretty even at the moment, both of them pretty low on VPs. You've got the icons are creeping its way forward. Make it double tap there, the utility car. Does even miss.
We're losing a capture point.
Sherman Pioneers rolls a miss there. Bulldozer is splitting the fire in the 2 AT assets. I saw a heat round there. He is utilizing heat rounds. Pulling it back there, he must use the bunker buster. No, he did not. Looks does not take out the utility car. Very close though. More heat rounds connecting. A landmine found there by the looks, knocking it out.
Just got wiped out.
That could have been the tread buster if there was one. You know, when the Open squad's falling back, both of the bulldozers severely wounded as well as the utility car. You can always use the assault engineers helper repairs, which probably would be a good idea. Stewart finds a shot there. He could use the crippling shot ability, a very rare ability to see. It's actually a bit difficult to utilize. Does use the shell shock ability. The crippling shot ability is actually pretty hard to use since the range is basically point blank and likes to auto attack while trying to cast the ability, so it makes it very difficult to actually fire it off. That is a very fun ability to utilize when you're against a King Tiger tries to sneak up behind the rear and just destroy his engine with the Stewart. Hopes that Austin pushes the way forward.
The capture point is being overrun.
Frag grenade thrown there. So that's the bundle. Got an M10 regular on the field rather than Jax or anything of that sort.
We're losing a capture point. Under fire.
True Pioneers is inside the garrison. Good shot there on the Volkswagens. Our squad does take a bit of damage there.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Now could have players going for Panzer IV. Okay, some decent hits there. Knocks out that unit there. One of the bulldozers taking severe damage. And does get knocked out there. Heat rounds doing bonus damage was critical in knocking it out.
Medium tank.
Bulldozer takes a good hit there as well. Saber rounds deployed on the field. Main gun short crit there. He has HC3. He can take 2 more pens before dying. And there goes the other bulldozer. M10 is alive, but barely. Also a tree into its basket. Looking over for a claim there. It does go for another Sherman bulldozer.
Goose-steppers down to 100 points.
The US player is down to 187. The Okinawa player takes out the utility car. The Okinawa player has triple capture against him and has 89 tickets remaining.
Enemy infantry.
Does fire smoke rounds there from the lag.
Krauts are taking one of our points.
Rolls a miss there. Looks to his force on the ground. Does have HC4. Now we got the Okinawa Panzer IV straightforward. Gets a good pen there. Finds a landmine there. That was just a regular landmine, not a tread buster. Good pen there. Anti-grav grenades connect on both, which will reduce the amount of damage it requires to kill them both by 1. Takes out the M10.
We just lost a medium tank.
Both of those asses will go down. Oh, this one will go down one more shot. Panzer IV goes down. AT gun connects. One more pen, and that Jagdpanzer will go down. Sends a bounce there. Has good amount of armor. Bazookas connect. And the AT gun does short as well. Both sides can skip out on Jagdpanzers, M10s, and other anti-tank assets because there are now no longer any tanks on the field. In fact, the only vehicle left in the field is an ambulance. The Cal does get hit by the stun grenade, but the fire will continue and pins down the Sturm Pioneers. It may wipe them out entirely here. Got a double capture in favor of the OKW player. Light's starting to hit that 50 cal. It does need fallback as healing. He's going to capture Central VP. Obsassin throws a bundle. Oh, another frangible smoke. There's the bundle.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
And our squad does take some damage there. Those 50 cal's not going to fall back. US player's going for a triple capture there. We do have a US landmine there. And here. And here. There's actually a good number of landmines in this region. The OKW player does not have a Sturm Pioneer anymore, has a Volkswagen and 2 Oberstwaffen, so a good amount of infantry, but they're both all vulnerable to landmines. And the OKW player is going for Puma. He has a bit of fuel to go, worth it. I think it would be just best to save. He sees the bulldozer. Save her for Panzer IV. Get some hits there on the bulldozer. Oh, finds a landmine. US player declared that will land as mined. We'll find another landmine shortly. Oh, nope, does not find that one.
A capture point is being overrun.
The US player has triple capture in his favor, and so the OKW player needs to equivalent decapture of 2 points. Right now he's only decapturing 1. So grenades been thrown. And the Rock Squad just simply needs Gallic Garrison, just charge his folks, and he should keep that point secure. Bulldozer. Get some splash hits there onto the Oberstwaffen. And the other one just gets suppressed by the 50 cal.
Capture point is being overrun. Field promotion.
Mango short crit there.
Breach locked.
That one VP has been decaptured, but will be resecured by the rifleman, so just double capture the moment. Prioritize fire turned on, AT gun. All that swords trying to engage. Does take out the bulldozer with the Puma. Takes a couple bazooka shots there. Rifle squad trying to get AT rifle grenade. And it gets machine gunned down by a 50 cal. Puma's not bulletproof, just bullet resistant. And that is going to be the end of the game. This Angry is saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. That was a replay submitted to me, so now on to a multiplayer game. Not that button. Spectate. Go to 2v2. Start from the top. Double US. And double KW. We'll just take a look, see what these players are. This may not get an indication of skill, just make it an indication of lack of skill. Seems well enough. Oh, all depends. Usually if you ever look at what your ranking is, here, usually the lower the number, like 1, 2, and 3, are the higher rankings, while close to 20 is lower ranking. I'm not sure. Probably. And when it comes to the replay browser, it uses its own internal ELO system, and by default, it is the highest rankings on top, so these are hopefully the highest ranking 2v2 game. Either way, let's get started. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Company Heroes 2 replay. Spawn on the south side is the blue Okita player, we've got Julius. Spawn as his yellow Wehrmacht ally, we've got me, Brumby, Mobile, I think. Spawn on the top right side as the pink USF, or magenta USF, we got Surgeon. And spawn as the red USF, we got Skachul Zarwaruka. Butchered that name well enough. Nope, I don't use computer stats. Even when I was playing often, never used it.
Target secure. Establish defensive line.
Most too on Code2.org, I see like the occasional leaderboard rankings, but that's about it.
Ready! Enemy destroyed! Enemy destroyed!
You just go through the Code2.org stuff. Since a lot of the leaderboard stuff is off the game, you have to look offline or off on a browser and through in the game itself. Volks Engineers and Shroom Pioneers pretty forward, Rifle Squad advancing. Oh, we do have a WC-51 now pulling the field. His teammate has gone for recon support. So we see some unusual doctrines, not really standard doctrines, and I always like to see that. WC-51 captures some backline sectors there. Rifle Squad behind some good heavy cover. A handful of rifle models were firing away, but his opponent was simply just generally out of range, so he was not receiving damage, so just keep at max range, just let them start firing away. Does get out of heavy cover and go to the light cover so he can be shot at. Grenadiers behind some good heavy cover there. Got some IR Pathfinders. Grenadiers fighting behind some good heavy cover. IR Pathfinders behind some good heavy cover now. Grenadiers a little bit blobbing around. WC-51 capturing up that sector there, and the reaction squad not reinforced, so that's very dangerous. WC-51 destroys some wire there. And I think that may have been his teammate's wire. Reaction squad needs to start falling back. No, that's probably the Wehrmacht player's wire since it's on this side. Side of the heavy cover. Pioneers lay down some wire in the same manner, trying to protect him or himself from the flank from this direction. Grenadiers definitely blobbing around. Volks Grenadiers pretty forward, flanking. One Rifle Squad does fall back. WC-51 has took a beating there. Rear Squad can help repair it up. Or Rear Echelon singular. Grenadiers charging way forward, very close, so it's more better for the US player at that close range, but on the IR Pathfinders. Rifle Squad may get wiped on out. Pioneers and Grenadiers trying to pursue. The rest of the squad takes some damage there. Got the Grenadiers and Volks Grenadiers have a nice fire line over here as well, so the Rifle Squad gets wiped on out. Yell's gone for quadruple Grenadiers, skip the MG42.
is being overrun.
WC-51 upgraded with the 50 cal, but not fully repaired. Far from it. Oop. Took some damage there. Cavalry Rifle Squad managed to ban in time and does go and start repairing up the rear echelon squad. Cavalry Rifle Squad game focused down quite nicely because there's a big blob here. He needs frag grenades to clear out that formation. And as a city grenade to clear out his formation there. WC-51 can bring in his artillery if you have to activate battalion command post. Grenadiers pushing over here. Got a rifle squadron captain moving around.
Reinforcements in. Welcome to the death factory, boys. Stick with me and you might just make it.
Rifle squadron captain engaging the grenadiers. They do get a nice flank there. Rifle grenade fired. And that was a preemptive rifle grenade and it was a complete whiff. If you would have fired actually on target, it would have been very good. I understand trying to preemptive fire it, but it was a bad call. Good shot, bad call. It was more of a bad shot because it was also a miss. Well, good try. That's probably the best term to use. WC-51 getting hit by a Panzerschreck now, having trouble existing. Pioneers behind some good heavy cover. 2-2 push right forward. Pathfinders falling on back. Rifle squad push through some heavy cover. Over here, Rifle squad is now engaging. Lieutenant in the region. MG-34 existing. Yes, the mechanized player has gone for lieutenant, so he may be eyeing for a Stuart. He's getting another 50 cal in the field. Has the activation, and just needs a bit more fuel to get out of Stuart. Not to mention manpower. Lieutenant may get wiped on out. WC-51 mounted with some cavalry rifle squads with Thompsons. But the WC-51 just constantly been disintegrating, and the Panzerschreck connects.
Light vehicle just got destroyed.
2-2 push right forward. It feels like the US players just having trouble existing. Their opponent's been blobbing around quite a bit, and they're just having trouble contesting with it, with all the Wehrmacht blobs. And not to mention the Oak player, it's somewhat been blobbing, and this is a blob formation. A pack howitzer could be quite nice for either of these US players. But we've got Lieutenant and Captain, suggests he won't be going for a pack howitzer. And the other player has gone for a Lieutenant, which also suggests he won't go for a pack howitzer. But he can pair-drop a pack howitzer with the airdrop combat group. Anti-rifle grenade looks being casted. Looks like it got interrupted. Piddical gets a great bit of suppression there. Piddical's course good against blobs as well, until the LMG-42 start coming along. Cavalry Rifle Squad gets a good engagement here. This map's not really a Cavalry Rifle Squad map due to its wide open nature. It's more of an M1919 map. Two falling back. The US player, yellow US player is eyeing for, or the Wehrmacht, yellow Wehrmacht player is eyeing for double mortar. Unusual transition. He has selected the fortified armor doctrine. Could go for battle phase 2. His teammate has selected the Overwatch doctrine. And it looks like Magenta's now eyeing for a Stuart. Red's going for an AT gun and does not have enough fuel for a major.
Anti-tank gun, ready for action.
And one AT gun now deployed on the field. And we got the 2-2 push right forward. Now got the armor piercing rounds loaded. Gets good of a burst there, but not enough. Double Wehrmacht mortars barraging away. Grenadiers push forward over here. Got stuff advancing. And there's also MG-34 ready to hit that formation. Volksgrenadiers, a blob of them advancing in the center. No frag grenades available for the lieutenant. 52 push right forward. May wipe out the 50 cal. Rifle squad and lieutenant at a pretty good range. Deal with all these forces though.
Overrunning one of our capture points.
That Grenadier squad may get wiped on out. Does get wiped on out. 50 cal looks like we'll escape on out there. Got the M180 gun. Takes out the 2-2. Stewart advancing over here. Getting some good shots there in the Volks. The Allies are starting to stabilize the game. Took out a number of assets. And the Volksgrenadiers are starting to take some damage there. Reaction squad takes a bit of damage there. Do now have a Greyhound deployed in the field. The weaker little brother to the Stuart. Does take a hit there from the AT gun, the Pack 40. Stuart has been double tapped.
50 cal mounted and ready.
Grenadiers now advancing. Mortars getting behind the hedge line there, not a bad spot for them. Greyhound does take a hit. Can still withstand one more hit there. As withstand another hit. And force for the ground there, unsuccessful. Did manage to fire through the hedge low. It was the yellow player did manage to lose another grenadier, so he lost two of them. Quite a bit of a loss there. I know one of them had an LMG upgrade. Support armor core not going on up. We could see very fun hold down Ostwins. Very fun thing. Flare mine detonated, and a regular landmine as well. Recon overflight from yellow, very nice. One of the best abilities in the game. Our squad does not have access to frag grenades here. These sandbags slowly being picked apart there. Stuart does fall back, or the rifle squad does fall back. The rifle squad, or cavalry squad does get pinned down. Good hit there. Aggression squad does get wiped on out. And now we've got the MG starting to fall back. Aggression squad does get suppressed. And the MG is starting to fall back now. Volkswagen is pretty forward. We've got another flare mine established. Lieutenant model does go down there, so Thompson's now down. Volkswagen is taking a little bit of damage from the Russian squad, but nothing too life-threatening, even though one did in fact pass. Stuart pushed way forward. I think I hear Panzer IV. Yellow has a Panzer IV on the field. It's the short-barreled Panzer IV, the command Panzer IV, very nice. It is too a good asset to hold down. Panzer also connects onto the Stuart. Not any mass effect of going down, so we can't keep in the region. And the 50 cal does get flanked and forced on back. He does hold down the Panzer IV, very nice. Captain and rifle squad can't do much versus it. Does take an AT grenade, can withstand more damage though. Fires smoke grenade in front of, or smoke round in front of that AT gun. Very nice. Now he's just a force by the ground, which is unreliable.
We have a fresh grenadier squad.
And sends a bounce there instead. Sends a miss there.
We will not let up. The enemy still has 300 points.
Volkswagen trying to capture the fuel sector. MG-34 firing away, suppressing down the riflemen. Cavalry rifle squad a little bit just exposed and out in the open, and Stewart does get a nice little flank there. OKW Panzer IV now pulling field for the Valkyria Chronicle skin. Nope, no MG42. Nor did he did not even do the double Pioneer alternative opener as well. Just went straight to Tier 1 and 4 Grenadiers. Shell Shock forced back the Panzer IV. Trying to go for the anti-tank satchel charge. Rear squad loaded with 2 double bazooka. Gets a miss and a bounce. 50 cal firing away, so hard and express some of the Volks Grenadiers. Stewart's take a hit there. And looks like the Pursuit of May does go down there. We do got the airdrop combat group, so we can't get a pack house on the field. Volks Grenadiers starting to get suppressed. May want to hit this guy here. As for is hitting the 50 cal, so may want to hit the retreat button. MG-34 rotating on the flank, got the short period Panzer forward hauled down. It does wipe out that crew there. I destroy the gun entirely. So I lay down some sandbags. He's also planting a flare. The plant flare ability is very, very quick. It is absolutely free, but even if it's free, it doesn't mean that I always remember to actually use it. Plus, I'm always more biased for scavenge doctrine for Jaeger light infantry, because I like the infiltration grenades. Good there on the Grenadiers. Double Panzer IV firing away, and hold down Panzer IV is taking some damage there. There's the paratroopers. The paratroopers there. Hopefully the Pack 40 or Pack Howitzer is not on the back line. Greyhound does go down. IR Pathfinder's pushing forward. They could perhaps bring some artillery in. Needs more munitions though. And it looks like the IR Pathfinder just got annihilated by the double mortar. Close range mortars show no mercy. And the Panzer Rifle Squad almost goes down as well. Major artillery summon there. Pack 40 there. I sort of wonder where that Pack Howitzer may have been airdrop. There's the Pack Howitzer. Department wonders if you use the airdrop combat group, say, back line. That's because that's roughly where the paratroopers could have been. US player fully reinforced, pushes way forward. A little bit blobby, but of course it's more or less inevitable when coming out of your own base. Salvage the carcass there, very nice. Pack Howitzer. Barraging right there. That's where the mortars were at one point in time, but they're not there at the moment. Magella's going for a Scott. With the amount of Panzer IVs in the field, I think it's better to go for a Jackson. Put it there onto the paratroopers, who are unupgraded at the moment. Pack Howitzer gets an excellent shot on those Grenadiers. Counter barrage on the mortars. I actually rarely ever see counter barrage on mortars. Of course, their auto attack did rain right there. Those mortars, however, are a little bit too exposed. I sort of think the kind of mortar abilities increase range from 80 to 100. Oh, great hit there by the Pack Howitzer. Pack Howitzers are really good versus blobs. Good hit there from the Scott as well. One way you can counter your opponent's armor is by annihilating your opponent's infantry, because your armor needs infantry support to be of any use. So annihilating your opponent's infantry is a good way to counter the Panzer IV. Does blitz away, takes one bazooka hit there, smoke on the MG-34. And we do have the MG-34 suppressing the Cavalry Rifle Squad as well. Cavalry Rifle Squad does fall back there, bazookas rolls and misses. And the Scott took some damage there. Good Scott. Intake Rifle Grenade could be casted. Is being casted now. bounces there and connects, so I think it's like about 50% health. Up here, Grenadiers Patrol 4, Troop Air Panzer 4 taking some damage, but it's hauled down. Troop Air Panzer 4 may want to use Panzer Technician and pack on up and get on out of there. It can withstand only one more shot, I believe. Does decrease the AT gun time. And pack howitzer barrage is hitting the Panzer 4, while mortars can't be used to engage hold down stuff. Nowhere near enough pen to be reliable to do any sort of damage. Pack howitzers have a bit more pen and makes them a bit more reliable there. Got tier 4 now being researched. I wonder if it's going to be for Brumbar. It will, of course, allow him access to the elephant. He has a lot of fuel stored up. Could be for the Brumbar, could be for Panzerwerfer. I think Brumbar would be a little bit better at the moment. They're not fighting against any anti-tank asset. And the Brumbar has a lot more sustain than the Panzerwerfer. Got a shoe mine here. There must be a smoke there. Gets annihilated. Panzer 4 may receive an anti-tank satchel and also make a crush there. Detonates a landmine there. Paratroopers don't upgrade Thompson's. MG-34 trying to set on up. Anti-tank satchel charge. It has enough munitions for it now. Wipes out that MG as well. AT satchel connects. Gets good damage. Bazooka bounces and didn't even target the right target. Both of these squads getting pretty well vetted, vet 5 and vet 4. Anything falling back there. Grenadiers pushing along the flank. You have another recon run, very nice. Neither opponent's tech pass allows them to deploy out a anti-air asset. Grenadiers to take a bit of suppression there from the 50 cal. Our squad does fall back there. Brumbar summoned on the field by yellow, very nice. Yeah, he has double pack 40 for anti-tank support. And you can just save us fuel now for an elephant and keep that in mind, I would say. Brumbar got a good shot there. Chopro Panzer 4 is hauled down. Greatly increased the durability of the Brumbar. Give it 10% damage resist. Ooh, there goes your echelons. Right now, Yellow Hat can hurl a lot of high explosives, which is much more effective than hurling assaults. Also, it's diagonal. Bit more than diagonal there. It's the very special forces. Orcs Grenadiers may get wiped out there. MG-34 may suppress the formation. Will have a bit of trouble there. Does suppress the... and does fully pin the cavalry rifleman. Scott's slightly wounded. We do now have a Easy 6 being pulled in the build queue. Brumbar has taken some damage there. Up, and there looks like there's Jackson now pulling the field. Double pack 40 is way back here next to the Brumbar. He's been able to move over here, but a lot of howitzers are running on in this region. Oh, we got Suk's Foos barrage there. Pack howitzer gets a heat round shot there. Up here, ooh, we also got some good hits there. Takes out the pack howitzer, a good amount of captain and the rifleman. Does take out the Scott there from some sort of source. Brumbar, severely wounded, can withstand a pair of bazookas, especially if they bounce like that. Grenadiers take some damage there. Rifles Lieutenant Squad is pretty wounded though. I'm not sure what type of bunker this is supposed to be. Yellow has 2 Pioneers here for repairs. Only missing 1 guy there, so it should be adequate for now. EZ6 on the field. Anti-tank Panzerfaust connect. Rear armor exposed. Volkswagen is getting crushed really badly. Panzer IV does not receive a shot there. No prioritized fire there. Bounce there, and fuel silo explodes. Miss there. Abandons. That's not a good idea. If he does not attack the vehicle crew, he could capture that, and if it kills it off, I understand. He's basically trying to hold his own tank as hostage because he forced his opponent not to shoot at him, and so he could perhaps try to steal it at one point in time. And if he backs off, the vehicle crew just simply can pop back in there and drive away. It is probably the best course of action for the OKW player to destroy it, because hostage only works if you care if it lives. Looks like these guys are starting to get suppressed there. Got the improved recon pass from the US player. We got the recon run from the Wehrmacht player. Got to hold down Brum bar, very rare thing to see. Even I usually don't hold down the Brum bar, and because it doesn't have a turret. Stog there, it's being held down. It's also pretty special. It's trying to do the hold the gun sideways aspect, but didn't quite get it. Some sort of artillery being there. We got now the sector assault being summoned there, and Incendiary grenade. Henceforth firing away. Volkswagen is pretty forward. You see a lot of bounces there. Major starting to get wiped out. Frag grenade there. It's okay hit there on the Volks. Oh, we got now cluster munitions. Good shot there in the rifleman. Brumbar gets good hit there in the rifleman. Good shot there onto the Panzer IV. 2 bazookas on the lieutenant is not necessarily a bad idea. Sorry, I just missed that your comment. Because of course the Veteran C3 Sprint makes a pretty mobile response tool. Yep, a lot of stuff happening. That is the nature of a 2v2. Something exploded there. Maybe Brumbar, maybe Panzer or Panzer IV. A lot of triple taps the Sherman tank, so it needs to back on off out of there.
We've dropped to 200 points.
Prepared for action.
Panzer IV getting repaired. Good shot there on the bazooka major. Panzer IV is now Veteran C3, got major artillery here. And I think I saw the improved recon pass there as well. Smoke grenade being thrown there. The Schumpeter is falling back. Good hit there onto the 50 cal. Force them all back. May get wiped out there. Up here we do have a Scott and an M1AT gun. And we've got, looks like another major artillery onto this guy here. Panzer IV straight forward. We've now got the burn bar barrage in there. Panzer IV now Veteran C4. Pretty easily. You just ignore the high explosive sounds. That's why, in one big reason why Company Wars 3 is so horrible of a game is because you can't even hear the small arms fire. This game's nice where you can hear the small arms fire and know what's going on just by it's on the sound. Smoke round fired, and they only reserve the deafening sound effects for, say, the Sturm Tiger. A lot of stuff has their own sound effects, so it's pretty easy to keep track of everything, honestly, for me. Grenadier's pretty forward, burn bar here. Not to mention the game does do a good job on directional sound effects, so you can hear which way's going. With the stream, however, it's probably mono, so you don't hear the directional sound. Right there onto the MG, force him back there. Scott's versus only 2 kills at the moment. Pioneers repairing up everything. Brumbar is falling back, getting hit by some AT guns. A good shot there onto the Rifleman squad, who did cast an anti-grav grenade there, but did not get an engine crit. While too healthy of a target. Something got picked up over there. A lot of pens there onto the Panzer IV. Reconnaissance overflight being casted. And they'll say the cavalry squad has bazooka, so may pick up a bazooka from those units. Good number of units are there. The Cal is getting some good suppression, but he's already got white gun out there. But he has all his guys still up and going, so his Thompsons can get some good damage on all those grease guns. Packs straight forward. Bazookas does connect onto the Panzer IV. Lieutenant, move around, does not decap the VP. The US players are actually running low on VPs, less 150 versus 455. Scott barrage onto the mortars, but they're getting knocked around by the Panzer IV, who's now hauling down. Six barrage nails the infantry quite a bit there. And we've got the major artillery, the improved major artillery there. Brumbar does back out of the region. Oh, bazookas do bounce there a little bit. Major will likely be wiped out soon. Got the Brumbar nailing him with the bunker buster. The major does go down. Our squad trying to push along the flank. So is Jackson. Jackson gets some good hits there, but the Stug stays alive. We also got the Stug push right forward. M1 AT gun push right forward to help cover. Jackson rolls a miss there. Goes down. M1 T gun firing away. Gets another miss there. Over here, do you have the Volkswagen push right forward? Panzer IV as well. Nothing in the region to stop the Panzer IV. And Sherman tank has engine crit from something. Maybe a landmine? Yellow right now has a lot of wounded assets. The Pioneer's gonna have a lot of work ahead of them. He's also a pop cap. Mortar's also a little bit idle. They may need to push those forward out of base. Smoke grenade fire from the lieutenant. Pulse grenades getting focused on pretty nicely. Got another Six barrage. All these guys need to scatter. It's going to land somewhere around here. Nails the captured MG. And the Rex squads do avoid it. Good shot down the cannon warper. Make it decrewed there. Transport does find the veteran vehicle crew. Another Six barrage running on in. Somewhere over here. It's sort of scattered around the Rifleman squad there. Taking a lot of damage there. Grenadiers are suppressed. They're in light cover at the moment. Looks like some of the heavy covers trying to get destroyed. Brumbar gets an excellent hit there on that Rifleman. You've also got heat rounds from the pack howitzer. Our squad does some hits there. Anti-grav grenade connects onto that Panzer IV. Good hits there. And getting annihilated. Needs to fall back. Got annihilated. Let's see. Red must be lacking some stuff. Yep, red is lacking quite a bit of stuff. Does have one Jackson field. And Sherman tank not being repaired up there. Needs to reorder that. The auto repaired may have failed or maybe got interrupted at one point in time. Hard to say. Smoke grenade fired. Cavalry squad suppress and take quite a bit of damage. They're starting to fall back now. Got bazookas in the major firing away, but they're getting nuked by the Brumbar. Frag grenade thrown there on the MG34. Okay hit there, not great. Vehicle needs to start falling back. Got another cluster of munitions there, hitting a little bit of everything. Looks like Jackson went down there.
We just lost a medium tank.
There's a lot of AT here, Stugs and Pack 40s. Pack howitzer, heat round, sort of missed there. And when each gun rolls a miss there. Panzer Tactician, heat round, ooh, wipes out the Grenadier. And AT gun does manage to destroy the Stug with the attack round. Also got a drop weapon here. The Grenadier does drop the LMG. Sherm tank push right forward, finds the Stug and the Pack 40s. Down 2 shots, 2 more pens and stun 4. And does manage to squeeze on by. Remember as well, you can hold your opponent's vehicle still by giving a stop move order. Both sides taking a pen there. Pack 40. And the Stug does manage to secure the kill. Paratroopers pushing forward, they could grab the AT gun and start shooting against that Stug. Lieutenant does as well. Lieutenant does fall back. Batch 3 sprint forward. Pack 40 sets on up and does not fire. But does fire upon that bunker, who's unupgraded. You now have the sector assault being activated there. US players down 102 tickets. The Axis players have 141. Rock squads push forward. Bazooka rolls a miss. Vehicle crew is taking some damage. Does fall back there. 6 Foos Barrage running on in. Look, got some sort of hit there. Some sort of form of artillery, some major artillery. Does decrew the 50 cal there. Lieutenant here has, of course, bazookas, so not exactly great combat squads. Over here, Brumbar and Panzer 4. Lieutenant push right forward. Got the 50 cal. Seeing a Brumbar hit there. A pretty good one. Another 6 Foos Barrage. Striking opponent's base. Nope, just short. That looks like the lieutenant squad that may have went down there. Heat round connects onto the Brumbar. Scott gets a direct hit there on the MG. Panzer 4 gets a pen there onto the Stewart. Goes out better than Panzer Tactician. I think Rifle Grenade could be summoned as well as the bazookas. Panzer 4 is Batch 5 is ever so slightly wounded, which is not enough for the anti-tank Rifle Grenade. Double. Kind of work with there. Still not enough damage from the anti-tank Rifle Grenade, I believe. More bounces there. Six Foos Barrage raining on in. It's the MG, wipes out that squad. Another Rifle squad's getting forced on back there. Make it wiped out here. Most units starting to get suppressed. The MG's not going to do much. Scott can't do much. Just need to fall back. Virginia's taking some losses, going for a Jackson. Major looks like roll some bounces there. AT guns firing away, having trouble with the short barrel Panzer IV, which is hauled down. Also got a Panzer Grenadier capturing the Central VP. Scott does take a pen. Strikes base sector, but of course it's maximum range and not on proper target. Got now the Stugs replaced with Panzer IVs, who is hauled down. That is quite a bit of stuff there. Yellow is... Pretty sure yellow is lacking some stuff. Can't pull him up. Calligraph squads do fall back there. Red's going for a Sherman tank. Still probably better just go for a Jackson. We got a good amount of smoke being summoned by those mortars. We got double AT gun by the US player by Red. Panzer IV here took a bit of a beating. A lot of bazookas, of course, got the Jackson. This bazooka can still be picked on up. Not by the Shun Pioneer. Jackson takes some hits there. Does leave a bounce from something. 8 rounds trying to hit this short barrel Panzer IV, but may wipe out some of these Pioneers. Oof, severely wounds them. Suk's barrage. Looks like it says raining around here. Ooh, and nails Jackson directly. A tank rifle grenade does connect. But the Panzer IV doing just fine, and the Pioneers are wounded, but they can easily repair up that Panzer IV, no problem. Heat rounds connects on the Panzer IV. Good grenade there onto the airborne squad. Pikes with rounds there from the Sherman tank. AT guns with saber rounds firing away. Good hit there. Those AT guns do get decrewed. And the Grenadiers taking a bit of damage there as well. Looks like a good amount of damage. Another recon solo flight by Yellow. Bazooka may connect, but he is getting smoked out by his own mortar. Boost barrage raining on in. I think it's going to be pretty deadly. Nailed the pack hauser, takes out his veteran C. Missed the AT gun though. Eagle Owl now summon, and the Panzer IV takes some hits there. Panzer IV push way forward.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Bounce there. And there. Now got the sector assault being summoned. Folks there taking some hits. Sherman tank seeing some damage there. First straight runs hitting the Scott there. And Scott will fall back in time. We got some more howitzers from the Major being summoned there. Trim tank getting up north trying to flank these forces. Burn bars versus 3. Panzer IV is wounded. The full repaired Panzer IV does not have any issues. This Panzer IV does take a pen there, but thanks to the damage resistance, it's going to take a bit more hits there. Maybe only one more shot. Yep, does take it out there. Show here for cannon warfare. Sherman takes down the minimal health and does get knocked out by the aircraft. Soup's Foost Barrage there may take out another MG. Hands more fires, and looks like the allies have surrendered. This is Grade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Before I get started on the next replay, I'm going to take time to restart the game in order to clear out the VRAM cache. Plus, while it's booting back up, use the restroom. And we'll probably finish off another 2v2. Oh, I sort of have to use a restroom. My apologies.
Sega.
And I'm back. Let's see now. I have time for one more replay tonight. Let's find a good 2v2. We've done quite a bit of US, but there's one of each faction here. It's a little bit concerning, but it's not like minimum rank. If you like there's one with a player of no rank, it tends to give some red flags. Looks like also no US this time, because we've cast the US the entire time. Got Brits and Soviets, so let's do this one. Greetings everyone, and Grade here. I have another couple euros to replay. Spawn on the north side as the yellow UK forces. We got Eagle W. Not sure how to pronounce that in one sort of word. Spawn as is blue Soviet allies. We got Schrodinger's cat. Either way, probably needs a head pat. Spawn as the southern magenta Okinawa player. We got Stormbreaker. And spawn on the left side as the red Wehrmacht forces, or Austria forces. We got Sky Greener. If the sky is green, something's gone very wrong. The green flash is only supposed to last for a second. Looks like the Wehrmacht player is going straight for a sniper. I disapprove of always this style. It always feels like whenever I have an ally who goes straight for a sniper, they have no front line. They just disintegrate immediately, and they need their handheld usually the entire game. Plus, I always hate the concept of one-man sniper in the game. I prefer that the game were to be rebalanced towards like light infantry squads like the Pathfinders and Jaeger light infantry. German Pioneers moving around, Combat Engineers, I'm first, or trying to get some heavy cover. Doing a good job dancing around the heavy cover. Took minimal damage to German Pioneers, but now two squads here. It's going to be a bit more of a problem for the OKW player. Commandeers do take a bit more damage, allowing the conscripts to be a bit more healthy. But overall, the Commandeers are better individually per rifle. This fight will go for a bit of time. Commandeers fall back, trying to de-aggro, but it is now in light cover. Kubelwagen and Volkswagen push forward. Got another conscript squad on the flank, and the Schumpires backed out of heavy cover. They immediately lost two models here. Conscripts push forward. Commandeers slowly following. This conscript squad could advance and start engaging the Volks. Focus down the Volkswagen before trying to focus down the Kubelwagen. Troop fighters in the garrison, not in a great position to support. The Volkswagen is taking a severe amount of damage here, and now starting to fall back. Probably won't be wiped. Focusing on Shroom Pioneers is definitely a good call. And now start charging to pursue the Kubelwagen, I would say. On the left side here, we've got the intersections engaging the Grenadiers. And with the sniper here, does get some hits there onto the intersections, but since he had a lack of front line there, he already forfeited quite a bit of ground to his opponent. Grenadiers now being summoned, which will help him give him a front line, but he will lose one of those Grenadiers immediately because not paying close enough attention. This infantry section take a bit of damage there. Probably may just need a full retreat there, or let it use it to draw some fire. Looks like I'm just use a stall out some time to get some sandbags here. Kubelwagen's still alive, and looks like everything as well. Does use some medical crates there, not a bad idea. Shroom Pioneers can also start repairing. That one intersection squads fall back. Both those squads falling back, just leaving a 4-man squad there. And the sandbags got cancelled.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Third Volkswagen is on the build queue. And now got the assault officer now uploading field. Probably should go some medics afterwards. Always can always upgrade to the medic squads.
We're losing a capture point.
Grenadiers running away at this point in time, just guaranteed loss. Yep, decides to fall back. When you're running away and your opponent's pursuing like that, you're just taking free damage with no benefit. Kubelwagen pulls like the conscript squad there. Got all the Volkswageners and Shroom Pioneers pushed forward now, able to quickly recapture the ground. Bundle or Gamma Bomb thrown there, and the Grenadiers take some damage here. Force both sides to fall back. Sniper will take a shot. Or not. And falls back there.
Engineer unit is ready for action.
Nope. Landmine? Looks like he managed to score 2 squads with that landmine, taking 3 models. Very nice. And the Kubelwagen is now fully repaired. Conscripts push along the flank, trying to have some heavy cover there. Neither side will be flanking from that position. The squad in the back will be firing away, but not being focused down. And here comes the flamethrower there. He likes his sauerkraut extra crispy. Another conscript squad push way forward. Volkswagen, of course, falls on back. This 3-man squad can't do much either. And we've got some landmines being built. Intersections capturing up all the flanks. Has gone for the mobile assault regiment, but you also have the Overwatch doctrine. And Red's having trouble with field control, losing the Grenadier and going for a sniper. Nice merge there, but he's in negative ground. He needs to get out of negative ground. Water provides negative cover, like roads. Conscript squad does fall back there. No longer negative ground, but good damage on the Shroom Pioneers. Kubelwagen firing from max range. Volkswagen take some losses there as they reposition. Battle Group HQ utilizing the rest of that medical supplies there. Now going for medics, very nice. You always let the Shroom Pioneer pick up that last one, but he is getting AoE healed from the Volks, so maybe not. Laying some wire in front of those sandbags. And we've got the recovery sappers over here. Grenadiers up straight forward. Each section, this one charged forward in negative ground. He's moved down the sniper, he charged it down, preventing any sort of shot there. Did force this guy to fall back there, though. 2-2 now pulled in field. Artillery officer comes for a flank. I have a feeling we're going to see a Gamma Bomb here soon. He can fight the 2-2 with just using heavy cover. It's not exactly great, though. Those got a stun grenade there. He has selected the Lightning War Doctrine. Oh wait, no, not stun grenade. Frag grenade there from G43 upgrade. Does throw a bun grenade there. Rolls a miss. Does work for one of those intersections with the 2-2. Got a landmine here. Jaeger Command Squad or Jaeger Light Infantry gets the first strike effect there.
Ready to execute.
This gun could be utilized for the artillery barrage, and it is being utilized. First round rolls a miss, force these guys out of heavy cover though. So in short, this barrage did its job of forcing these guys out of cover. Though the luck is just not good with that barrage there. Both rounds rained a bit short, so they didn't destroy any of the heavy cover. Sniper in 2-2 here. Each section's pushing along the flank there. And we got a set of teller mines deployed on the field. Probably could see a gamma bomb here. There's 4 windows sight. This would be a good spot to throw the gamma bomb. Though we do got the 2-2. Does take a hit there from the Zis gun. This gun straight forward, eyeing for maybe another high explosive barrage there. Some sort of ability here. I'm not sure what's actually being summoned there. Something from the artillery officer, maybe? He has gotten both structures, so he has both houses up and firing. Okay, the player does not have the sheer panzer quarters, while the British player has his tech up and almost has enough fuel for a Cromwell. So it's probably a good idea to go for a fast Cromwell or a Centaur. Molotov thrown there. This gun rolls a miss. Umpires do put away the minesweeper. Very nice. Notice that the sniper is now engaging the Zis gun. A Molotov there. Do have a AT mine there. That squad may go down. He could use the incendiary round. Oh, nope, just gets killed off normally. Does use the incendiary round on that squad there. Section pushing forward. Got that landmine there. Got a pretty good hit on those squads. Keep sections along the flank. There was a pyrotechnic flare there. That'll put 6 rounds per howitzer right there. And puts build some more sandbags there. T-70 now deployed in the field for a bit of pressure. Wagon here. Jaeger Light Infantry takes a pretty good hit there from the T-70. Rolls a miss there. In the Volkswagen, there's a bit of a backdrop there, so the hits could receive a lot of hits there from some splash damage. Does take a good hit there from the Viketterwerfer. Getting a little bit too close to the Panzerfaust. If it gets the Panzerfaust off, one more Panzerfaust shot or Viketterwerfer shot is needed to wipe it out. Looks like the Viketterwerfer did not get another shot off. Guvagen does take an AT gun or AT grenade shot there. Wow, getting all of my woods butchered. Destroys the sandbags of the T-70. T-70 just needs to be tasked on home. And if Viketterwerfer's not pushing forward, nor the Pack 40. 2-2 now advancing. It can possibly take out that T-70 if it gets the rear armor. As for this landmine, but based on its pathing, looks like it will. Does leave an AT grenade though. Could. AT grenade, another AT grenade will easily pick it off. Now got all these forces pushed forward. Viketterwerfer connects and takes out the T-70. The sniper could go down here. He's focused on the sniper there. Does take a volley there. Wipes it out, but that was a very foolish shot there from the sniper. Flamethrower squad could get some good AoE damage. Nothing's using heavy cover there, though hitting the Shun Pioneer still be a good idea since he's pretty stacked up. He can receive splash damage, which is another form of anti-infantry damage. Looks like the tactical movement ability was recently used. It's a very rare ability to see. It's okay. Not great. Not bad. It's just okay. Salvaging the carcass there. Very nice. Okay, player has enough fuel for the Panzer authorization, but we do now have a Cromwell on the field. Shoe mine did not get completed.
Taking effective fire.
Oh, what was that? Oh, that was the carcass being salvaged. It just looks a bit more explosive from that angle. Pyrotechnics here.
Target secure.
The British player has pretty good control on the left flank of the map. He could try locking it down with a bow first. The Soviet ally has gone for the KV-2. This map is pretty good for KV-2. You can just simply set it up, let's say right there, and get really good coverage for the siege mode. Your section does fall back. Good shot there. Pack 40 connects. This force falls on back. The Kenworth backs him off. Kubwag Confederacy 4. It's almost become God. And got a bit of passive repair than the Kubelwagen. Volkswagens push forward from Molotov with a negative cover, so they got ripped apart there a little bit. Oh, direct hit there onto the Kubelwagen.
Aufgepasst. The combat vehicle has converted to a static building.
Schumpeiters are trying to repair up the Kubelwagen now and decides not to. Conscript's taking some damage there. The Okada player has some good cover there. This guy is behind some heavy cover.
Shock troops have arrived.
Pack 40 connects onto the Cromwell. Grenadiers, the G-43 is engaging. Shot 3 does not connect. Flamethrower here gets good damage. This barrage splashes one of the Sturm Pioneer models. And the Commandeers will escape on out of there. The left flank got Pioneers with a minesweeper push way forward. Not a bad idea. We do have some British landmines. Grenadiers receive a bit of fire. Intersections backing off to some cover. And now we do have some commandos blowing field. Infiltration commandos getting queued up, so they were recently utilized. Okay, player's not going for a lag. He has enough command points for Left 18 and fuel. Could have gone for Left 18 rather than lag, but he may be trying to save up plans for Jagdpanzer.
Our supply line's broken.
Has double Kenwerfer though. All depends what the opponents go for. Panzer is of course always generally pretty reliable. This map is a bit long range, so Jagdpanzers wouldn't be half bad to help for anti-tank assets. When they're dealing with a single Cromwell, the Soviet player does have some shock troops. And does have tier 4 being built, so he may be going for something as well. This could be a good time to go for Katusha against the double pack 40.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
He could eye for an Su-85. He is lacking anti-tank, so an Su-85 could help out his composition and help engage any assets that may pop up. So yeah, I can see Katusha or Su-85 or save up for a KV-2. Though T-4 SM-6s are generally not really a bad idea. A mass number of them at least. Kubelwagen does go down. Shock troops getting some good work there. Conscripts need to fall back. Minimal health, plenty of models. Incendiary grenade there from the Volks, and they're starting to fall back now. Your command squad may pick up one of those models there. Lag misses.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
And got another Zis barrage onto that target. Carmel may have received a hit there from the Panzerfaust. Not enough for engine crit though. It can still withstand 3 AT gun shots there. Does have this landmines. Oh no, that's his own landmine. That's why it's not swept.
Mattress ready to go.
Speaking of which, Grenadier squad here may get wiped out since there's only 2 models. Does get 1 pen, 1 miss there. Hence Grenadier's not falling back. Bit of splash damage and bonus damage onto the Volkswagen with the flamethrower. Does get a nice merge there. It's been doing a good job of merging the combat engineers.
Our territory.
But he's getting hit pretty hard there. This barrage hitting that unit once again. Combat engineers and conscripts do fall back there. The last remaining combat engineers may just want to fall back as well. Unvetted. And a little bit outgunned and getting ripped apart. We now have the assault officer pushing on the flank. Does try to go for a game bomb, but decides to pursue the Jaeger Light Infantry squad. Does not get him wiped out. And the Volkswagen just need to fire at max range and be just fine. Does fall back there. And do now have a KV-2 plot in field. I do believe just setting up the KV-2 in a siege mode right there would be very nice. It would dissuade anything from advancing, such as the Pack 40s. Red's now looking for a Panzer IV. Commandos taking some hits there. Cromwell gets hit there on the G43 Panzer Grenadiers. Panzer Grenadiers now falling back. Land Mattress Barrage now plotted in field. And we do have now technical movements not only to help him invade, but also to assault that land mattress. He does find the landmine. The British are known, pretty well known for declaring that land as mined. Now got some Brens being plotted in field as well. May want to go 5-man squad as well. There goes one of the Grenadiers. Cromwell does take a pen, not a massive threat onto it at the moment. The Grenadiers do fall back there as well. Panzer IV straightforward. Nothing too much pose a threat to the Panzer IV. He has double Pack 40 to help engage the Cromwell. True mine there. KV-2 could try setting up around here for his assault mode or siege mode. Firing positions, whatever it's called. I think this building changed its name of quite a bit of number in the patches. It's good hit there on the Jaeger Light Infantry. Magenta may want to eye for Jagdpanzer next. I thought I heard a landmine detonation. Yep, looks like it. Maybe a game bomb here. Nope, not enough munitions for it. I also have a hard time seeing its health. Good hit there on the Vulkanowwerfer. Panzer IV straight forward, rolls a miss there onto the commandos. Good hit there onto the leg. Next shot on the leg. Range a little bit short. Siege mode is in a good position. Panzer IV and all these units push way forward. Cromwell rolls a bounce. Panzer IV does not get a hit there. Does get a good hit there on the infantry section. Does wipe it out. Does drop a Bren. And looks like the Grenadier will pick it up. Could be upgraded with LMG to go along with it. This is the full loiter, the Stuka loiter, not a single strafe. And not to mention there's also the sector assault, so we could see a large number of aircraft summoned by the Axis players, particularly if they go to the same location, target the same location. With this, once they start seeing those loiters, one of these allied players must get an anti-aircraft asset. It would be the quad half check, which is definitely a cheaper option, probably the better option due to how cheap it is, or the Centaur. Bofors, not so much, and probably won't see that. Right there onto the combat engineers. Good pen and bounce. Good hit there. You now have a Firefly deployed in field. Very nice. Jägerline Infantry gets annihilated from the KV-2. KV-2 does take some hits there, but has plenty of health. The Gunnerwerfer does fall back. And we have start seeing some of the 7-man squad upgrades. The Soviet player has enough munitions for more abilities. Not sure. Usually when I select a replay or a game to cast, it's on the live games. The replays on top are the higher ranking ones. So this is like third from the top, so decently rated, at least.
Pay attention. Orders.
Nope, never used it. Oh, booby trap there. This time a Soviet booby trap from the Doctrine. I remember this ability was really overpowered because it was the booby trap that did the old-fashioned demolition trap, which tend to nuke squads in one hit. And also was able to be casted from the ability bar. It was very powerful, and I utilized it quite often. Frag grenade there. Gets a good hit there on the Shun Pioneers. May get wiped on out. These guys may get wiped on out, particularly the Shock Troop. Carmel finds rear armor of the Panzer IV. Firefly finds a frontal armor. Couple pens there, or at least one pen on the Carmel. Back is rotating around, and looks like everybody survives.
We are down to 300 points.
Got some artillery raining on in. I'm not sure from what though. That must be from the KV-2. Must be deployed. KV-2 is in fact deployed, firing some rounds over here. Nice and safe distance. And that's why the KV-2 siege barrage is good. Granted, that squad was pretty wounded. Volksener is now falling on back. Commandos push right forward, gain some good damage there. Oh, frag grenade there from the Grenadiers. As Grenadiers push on the flank, we also got the cutoff sector being captured. We've got some pyrotechnic flares there. Yeah, I just never had any usage for it, even though I was playing the game quite often myself. It's not like it influences matchmaking. And usually I just play off meta. Grenadiers took a severe amount of damage, need to fall back into some medics. That structure needs to be abandoned. Up here, do now the KV-2 engage the Volks. Eh, that doesn't stop me. I basically was playing off meta the entire time, and in 3v3s, I managed to get rank 2 as a Wehrmacht with random teammates. And I was generally in the top 100s for all of the factions, and I just didn't really play meta whatsoever. And this was, what, back on a couple years 2's prime. There goes the Su-85.
We are suffering vehicle losses.
Landmaster's barrage raining on in. KV-2, or no, not KV-2, King Tiger now pulling the field. The only time I actually do multiple Pioneer openers is I go German infantry, get the 5-man Pioneers with flamethrowers, and then immediately rush the 250 half-track to get your own Flame Clown car, which is particularly bullet resistant and is actually still very good. And then go apply to some 252s. Like, I skip to both Grenadiers and Panzer Grenadiers and generally do very well. Because nobody knows how to fight against all light vehicles. Good shots there under the conscripts. Grenadiers or Shroom Pioneers to avoid that shot. Shock troops quite wounded. We do now have the commandos capture that sector. We do have some British landmines there. Here and here. And here.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Looks like you avoid this landmine, which actually could be a bit of a problem. If these guys put these guys, a squad down to 2 models, they could retreat back in the landmine and get wiped on out. But the retreat path is more that way. Oh, there's another British landmine there. Commandos do fall back. You're not gonna push way forward. Good it there. Good pens there. He's trying to get anti-tank rifle grenade there. He may lose his entire squad for it. Did get the engine, but I don't think he's going to secure the kill. Here land matches barrage. Raiding over here. Not currently being captured, but I don't see any power corpses. There may have been a wipe there, but I don't think so. KV2 connects. I don't know why people say you should never go for siege mode. People just says it's a horrible mode, but it is really good. Never understood why people hated that mode. I understand hate fighting against it.
We have a new SU-85 to deploy.
Storm Pioneers, Veteran C5 does decrew the lag. True, but that's usually it's part of the map I tend to go for. The urban defense tactic is more of an urban doctrine meant for urban environments, so I tend not to go for it in unurbanized environments. Definitely I'm a player for more Land of the Guards rifles, as well as penals. I usually do quite well with penals. There's another landmine detonation. True, I'm more of a 3v3 player. I find 3v3 just a sweet zone for fun. Beacon Warfare sitting on up. As 4 needs out quite a bit of repairs. Let's see, Red has quite a bit of fuel. He must be saving for the Tiger tank. Just needs 5 more fuel. In other words, 15 seconds. Over here we do have another Oberslassen. Magenta does not have a whole lot of fuel. Right now, yeah, Pawns would seem like a good option for me. Or for him. Also trying to get another anti-tank rifle grenade off. Throws a Molotov in the Volcano Warfers.
Combat unit ready.
Frag grenade thrown. Cave 2 fighter around with the Shroom Pioneers. Let's roll a miss. Is that 17 pounder? Nope, that's a Bofors. Tiger tank now deployed in the field. Land matches barraged away. Pack 40's man escape on out of there. And the heavy sappers may get hit by the King Tiger or the regular Tiger. Now the barrage subsided, he can push forward the Pack 40s and support the Tiger tank, but the Pack 40s are brought back too far. Pennsylvania's getting some excellent hits there under that recovery sapper. May get wiped out. Does get wiped on out. And the Tiger tank's starting to fall back now. We do have now the Pens 4. There's a landmine there. Needs to reverse on back once again. Molotov thrown there. He does largely avoid it. SU-5 trying to rotate around, hit that Panzer 4. 3 pens and it's done for. Volcano Warfers, not every day you see the Volcano Warfare rubber band like that. It's most of the time it feels like it's tanks of some sort, particularly Pumas. Primal deployed to the field, clearly the better option than Comet tanks due to its high absurd durability. Yeah, I spam out Churchills. Churchills, a whole fleet of Churchills can be incredibly difficult to deal with. due to just how bulky they are. And they're pretty mobile and agile and responsive, so it's easy to pull them back when needed. That Obusasan takes a pretty good hit there. Looks like got now the sector assault activated there. The KV-2 needs to pack on up, get on out of there, taking quite a bit of damage. Now he's also lacking a bit of escort. Gets good hit there on the Jaeger Light Infantry. We also got the other Lord not being summoned there. Looks like Katusha went down there. SUD-5 is almost down. Panzer IV being distracted. Does go down. SUD-5 definitely went down there. KV-2 taking some hit there. King Tiger gets a good hit there. Regular Tiger tank is still on the bottom left. King Tiger must be pretty wounded. No, plenty of health to push forward with. Most Grenadiers falling back. Land Matchers is raining on in there. Pioneers largely not going to hit by it. Looks like no more spotting. Yeah, I think the King Tiger could have pushed forward a bit more aggressively. And Tiger Tank was a little bit too passive on the flank there. While everything was going on, he could have just been moved over here and cleared out everything, such as the Bofors. But now the stuff is able to rotate around and retaliate. Pack 40s were back here as well. That could have gotten a bit more aggressive. That needs a landmine there, very nice. I suppose if the OKW was worried about landmines, with our cast vision we see there's no landmine in this direction, which would have been its pathing.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
They did have the Shun Pioneer somewhat close by, so it could have been charged forward and swept. Firefly and Churchill over here. Tiger Tank advancing. Smoke round there. They'll find that Churchill relatively soon. AT guns over here. Gam bomb thrown and appears to be dodged. Good hit there with a light. Good frag on KV-2. KV-2 is Veteran C2. Simpler has a bit of fuel. You can go for a number of good assets. Another SUD-5 or 2 probably be best against the Tiger and King Tiger. A lot of big cats. Rolls a miss there. Sends a bit of a splash hit there. Miss there. Just trying to hit the conscripts. Gets a pen there. Just trying to fall back. Tiger tank rotating around over there. Do now the Commandos falling back. That's maybe where the Pack 40s were. And Prioritize Fire got turned on there. Jaeger Light Infantry did not camouflage in time, so it got exploded a little bit. I think he should probably just force the ground there. But the Land Match decides to attack ground. Let's see, the British player has some population space to work with, 20 spare population, so maybe another Churchill could be very nice. Not too much munitions there, so can't make its users a good number of tulips. So the player has plenty of munitions to work with, but doesn't have really munitions spammable ability, so maybe just try to have some combat engineers lay down some landmines upon the flank, if they're not busy repairing. King Tiger push forward. The Oakland player is pretty close to pop cap, and not too many resources. The Yagcons will consume the rest of the population cap, so that's going to be it for him. And Red has quite a bit of spare population. Could go for supporting Brumbar, but honestly Stugs maybe work a little better. I could see an argument for Panthers, but I think Stug would be better. Good pens there from the Volcanowarfers, striking the KV-2 pretty nicely. This area is always a little bit tricky with vehicles to traverse. KV-2 gets another, or Tiger 2 gets a good pen there. Tiger 1 engages in infiltration commandos. And it looks like KV-2 will survive. Good hit there. Medina is now a pop cap, will not be able to reinforce this Obslassen. The Jaeger Infantry squad should just probably be tasked behind the base so it doesn't actually go down to a random thing. but don't even bother to even try to reinforce it. The Opus Oxen squad is a bit more valuable. It may be a good idea to try to lose one of his models from his other squads. Probably try to lose a Volcano Warfare model in order so he gets other stuff reinforced. But right now the Volcano Warfares are important to deal with the KV-2.
We're losing a capture
Bounce
point.
there onto the King or the regular Tiger. Maintain control of that point. Does receive a Molotov. Land matches barrage raining in over here. Frag grenade thrown there. It's a good hit. Ooh, and there goes the Volks. Well, he no longer pop cap. He can now reinforce his other squads. King Tiger, I feel, or Tiger Tank. Yeah, I thought this next shot was going to be a good hit there. May lose squad entirely. G43 squad in pursuit. Should pursue a little bit more further. And looks like got a bit lucky there. Oh, wait, is that a 17-pounder now floating in the field? That's a good way to stop Tigers. Blitz on out of there. Tiger, King Tiger, with the Yag Panzer and the King Tiger start barraging down the 25-pounder, as well as the Volcano Warfares, if possible. He must be out of vision range. Don't think it's any light side blockers, but looks like the Yag is barraging it at least. Conscripts get annihilated. Marksman, those roll a miss there. Target weak points. It's the weak point, the underplate, I believe. Good pen there. Also, the Soviet armor's now over here. You now have the sector assault there. The super close air support can be summoned relatively soon. And now, just needs a good spotter for that. $70-pounder does go down. Was not facing towards the King Tiger. Double Panzerwerfer on the build queue for red. That's interesting. Oh, one aircraft got shot down. Ah, that Bofors replacement is actually getting some work done shooting down the aircraft. Very nice. Does secure the Volcano Warfare. Tank push way forward. Could bring in close air support over there, of course. Oh, Panzerwerfer barrage. Trying to hit the nails the repair squad. Misses the land mattress. Parker weak points. Gets a good hit there. Grenadiers push forward. Brings in the super close air support. Panzerfaust may connect. Not enough munitions for it, though. Goes down. Yeah, Panzer King Tiger push forward. He's at this edge of the close air support, so the close air support will not be able to support his teammate. Yeah, Panzer needs to start falling back. Took severe damage, does go down there. Hit the Su-85. You can take it out in one shot. One more shot. But does fall back there. Land matches barrage raining on in. Panzerwerfer barrage. Trying the land mattress. Get some decent hits. And now got a left 18 being deployed in the field. Probably for a bit of a, not necessarily the counter barrage ability, that's of course long gone, but for counter barraging. Eagle Infantry became a little bit more warm. And exploded. Next shot. Rained a little bit short. Another lane mattress barrage. Nails the Pack 40, and the Panzer Grenadiers need to fall back. KV-2 connects with the Jaeger Infantry. Right now, the access player is on 84 tickets versus 556. Not 500, 356. This is not a 1,000-point game. It's another good hit there. Cave 2 is right now up to 28 kills. Land Mattress Barrage raining on in over here. And it looks like Commandos get a good shot down the Pack 40. But they're pretty stacked up. The next shot to the Tiger Tank I have a feeling is going to be pretty deadly. Although they do fall back. Red's going for Black Panther Osman. Don't think that's a great idea. They're fighting against a number of armored assets. Let's see, right now Red does have, at least let's just say call it 20 spare population after reinforcing. So I think Panzer IV still would be better. They don't have to worry about any loiters for anti-air, nor does he have access to hull down. King Tiger does take a hit there, and bounce there. Misses the combat engineers, he's trying to nuke the combat engineers.
The enemy has only 50 points remaining.
And also misses there, and taking a lot of hits in return, but can work for getting some good hits though.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
Allied barrages, so this is probably where the land match barrage is raining on in. Cave 2 gets the direct hit there. And the Grenadiers, of course, firing away from light cover. More land mattress barrage, or Panzer barrage over here. Nope, hitting the land mattress does decrew it. The gun itself has plenty of health. Or not necessarily gun, tubes. Cave 2 rained a little bit short. He's there on the Su-85. Nails the Pack 40 this time.
Our commando sections has been lost.
These are the commandos there. Osman takes a hit there. Does eat the rockets for the Panzerwerfer.
Enemy threatening a
Konsko's trying to Ura something. A lot of things he could Ura. Oh, on the flank, got the Volksgrenadiers. Getting some shots on the Tiger Tank. We almost see enough for a sector assault. We do now see enough for a sector assault. One grenade there. Models force back to those Volks. He's now gonna push right forward to engage the shock troops. KV2 and the combat is repairing. Detonates a landmine, which actually is important. It looks like he's really trying to hit the repair squad. Also needs to fall back more further. Pack 40 takes some hits there. King Tiger weathering the storm.
The squad of pioneers has arrived.
Right there on the comm engineers. I don't think the Panzergrenadiers will be able to capture this point. I think the next cave shot will just wipe them out. Pretty close, and they will retreat back. Tiger Tank has like a big beating. Tulip 1 connects, Tulip 2 connects, so that Tiger Tank looks like we'll be going down. Sector Assault, and maybe super close air support as well. Yes, they're both being casted, but in different regions. Tiger Tank is alive. The sector assault did, or super assault does save him. And of course got the King Tiger push right forward. I think the Su-85 just went down. Yes, it did. To the aircraft. It wasn't both loaded, so I'm not sure how many guys hit him. Molotov connects on the Grenadiers. He's not probably retreating back. Osman push right forward for fire support. King Tiger advancing. Looks like some anti-infantry strafes into the base to cause some issues there. Hit the retreat button and make them recover. Obsatz engagement. Land mattress covering his teammate, hitting the Obsatz. The cutoff sector does get cut off. Try and check out the tier 2. Minor victory if he does. But kind of for connecting as well as the KV2. I think the King Tiger at this point in time needs to fall back. Takes it out at least. For consolation prize. Eagle Infantry nearly gets nuked. Another land match barrage there forced back in. Oswin's push with still firing away. Tiger tank repaired. Both the Axis players are at max up population cap. The Allies could get some more stuff on the field. They have some resources to work with as well. They all have more VPs. The Axis players do not have too many left. 44. Does get a splash hit there. Can receive an AT grenade. Conscripts falls back and wiped out. Commandos here can maintain the capture. The land match barrage running in, trying to pack 40. King Tiger needs to rotate around, but that's Panzer IV. Rotate around, start coming this direction. Because right now the Austere players can hit pretty hard. That's the left 15 striking right there. The Central VP is going to remain neutral. As well for barrage. Oh, I think one of the combat engineers did go down. Splashes down the recovery sappers as well. Red's building something. Caches. Munitions caches. Transport took a hit there.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
And the point will not be captured. Right there on the Volksgrenadiers. But it's in the Volks. Tiger tank takes some hits. King Tiger is plenty healthy at the moment, but that can quickly change. But can I prefer get some hits on the KV2? The sounds of King Tiger is falling back. Tiger tank pushing way forward. Another land mattress barrage raining on in. Over here, trying to hit the Volcano Warfare, getting some hits there. Tiger receives a couple bounces, send a bounce. Grenadiers falling back. Firefly connects. Eagle Infantry trying to push way forward. Tulips can be fired, but rain delivers short. Panzer Warfare Barrage ×2, trying to stop the capture. Rained a little bit too far, very far. And the Jaeger Infantry squad could have just held fire and stayed on the point. Has to be careful of shock troops trying to throw a frag grenade. Does cancel his own frag. Tiger tank has plenty of health to tangle with the Firefly. And looks like he took some hits there, but the point will remain neutral. So that's still 44 versus 337. Looks like everybody's back in their own bases trying to get healed, reinforced, and all that sort. The Soviet players are eyeing to threaten the VP over here. It's a little bit exposed. KV2 connects with the Panzer Grenadiers once again. You won't be able to capture this point with the KV2 nearby. And the Volcano Warfare could eye the camouflage itself. These units are getting hit by some more land matches. Central VP will be captured. This is a threatening condition for the Axis players. Units are probably just trying to avoid all the rain. And it's not even map filled with mud. Just slow down your vehicles. Just tilled soil. Cave 2 heading down south. Landmine there. And some light shots raining a little bit short. No land matches barrage in this region. Grenadiers and Panzer Grenadiers pushing along the left flank. And here comes the Panzerwerfers. One counter-barraging, probably where the land matches that. They both target the same location. The problem is land mattresses or Panzerwerfers, you don't want to do max range barrages. Their scatters is pretty wide. Number of Soviet landmines there. He's playing munitions. That's a good idea, especially seeing how aggressive the King Tiger's been. After all, he's lost the base structure of the King Tiger. That usually doesn't happen if you're winning or losing. Also, it doesn't even happen usually often when you're losing. The Counter-Warfare does take a hit there. One sector, the Wehrmacht super close air support being summoned. We could see the sector assault join along with them. Maybe around here with all the Churchill and Firefly. That 3 Tiger tank taking a bit of a beating. Fireflies, Tulip 1 connect. Very Dutch of him. Pioneers get wiped up by the shock troops. Exploiters have 19 tickets. And Red's going for a Panther. Yeah, I really think he should not have gone for Awesome. I really think he should have gone for Stugs. Panther is a good alternative.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Good hit there on the shock troop. From the capture point, they have 11 tickets. The KV-2 may say no. It is currently has hold fire turned on and not set up. Conscripts trying to dog upon the point. The other conscript squad can simply just get on top of the point and win the game that way. Force back the squad either way. And that's going to be game. I don't think the squad can decapture quick enough, not to mention the recovery sappers can just dogpile on the point. Conscripts get on the point, just dogpile the point, goes AT grenade, not enough damage. Get exploded. And that's going to be game. And that is the end of the game. This is Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. As mentioned beforehand, that shall be my last replay tonight. My voice is starting to go out. So everyone, thank you for watching. Have a good evening.